Hello, hello, MMA families. I thought I'd get on this week and to give you your weekly updates by video. Hope you have an amazing week. It is Miss Shanina, your head of school. Watch the video to the end so you have all the updates you need to know for the week of February 21st. First up is parents. Just to review some expectations, we start school at 8:15, and so we want students there on time. It makes a difference. We do not want pickup before 3:30. If you notice, we're standing at the door or we're redirecting parents not to come in before 3:30. One, it causes lots of disruption throughout the day. Two, it's hard for Miss Kelly when 5 or 6 parents are coming in asking to sign their students out. We want to be considerate of the school schedule. And three, it's a safety concern. With everything going on in our world, our goal is to keep your students safe. And so it's important that we're monitoring who's coming in and out the door. And so again, unless you have a schedule and appointment, that means you've called the office before 1 o'clock. Please do not pick up before 3:30. And I don't want to be rude, but we're standing there and not opening the doors to 3:30. So if you keep hitting the buzzer, it's not that we're trying to ignore you. We're trying to reinforce a policy that you agreed to when you put your student in MMA. So please be respectful, have some patience, and do not come before 3:30 to pick your student up. Communication is care, but we want to communicate with care. Everything we do is out of safety of your student. So if you have a problem or concern, please call me or the front office and we will deal with it. Even if there's your students having a disagreement, something's going on, maybe they had a conflict with another student, we're going to get to the bottom of it. I know sometimes with the safety of our community, everything that's going on in our world, we get excited and a lot of anxiety around it. But I assure you that I'm going to keep your students safe just like the rest of the staff. So we got to come with the communication of care. We have to come in and willing to work it out and listen to both sides of the story and do some conflict resolution together. All right. Our students are expected to be in uniform, maintain respect, and make good choices and be safe. February and March can be very fatigued because we don't get another break to April. So you may see some students that's dragging and even staff. But listen, we're in this together. We got to push through. February and March, again, can be some weird months because it can cause a little fatigue. But we got this and we got to push through because we have a lot of learning to do in the next 60 days here. All right. So let's push through. Couple expectations coming up. March the 10th, it ends trimester 2, and we'll move into our last trimester of the year. Can y'all believe it? March 16th and 17th is Parent-Teacher Conference. We need to see you there. Your teachers will put out a sign-up list for those days. They're in the afternoons from 4 to 5:30. Please sign up with your child's teacher. It's important that you know where they're going and their progress so far this year. All right, attendance matter here. Our goal is to get 95% a week. We're at about 90, 92. I know we can get 95. We need your student here every day. When you're not here, I need you to understand they're missing out. And because many of our students are behind because of COVID, being online, not having consistency, when they're not here, they're missing. And so if they're missing 1 or 2 days a week, they're going to fall behind. And so parents, we need you to make sure your student's here. All right. We have no more half days here at MMA. We couldn't make attendance for it. So there's no more half days here. So let's all get on board and get our students here every day. Communication. You all know that we follow the state standards that are according to the Department of Education. We also have our Montessori learning models. More classrooms are moving into that, using those materials. It's important that you talk to your students about using materials, being respectful to the environment, making sure they respect each other. All right, we're in this together. And so when we talk about what students can do, they have to make sure that they can show us in the classroom and also at home. And so everything we're teaching them through I can statements and meeting the state standards, it's important that you reinforce it. We have that blue folder that should be coming back every week, every day, honestly, each night. Your teacher should have some system because homework information from the school comes in there. And so it's important that you communicate if it's not. All right. We're in this together. We want to be consistent. Students should be practicing homework every night for 20 minutes. That includes I Ready. And if you have any academic issues or behavioral concerns with your child, please reach out to the teacher. It is our job to make sure that everyone is safe. And parents, I know sometimes we're calling you, you're like, oh my God, what should I do? We try to figure it out together. So make sure you communicate and we will communicate with you about the grades, the behavior, all of that as it relates to community, because this is our students and we want to make sure they're on task. All right. Practicing iReady at home. We're going to be more and more with this. Again, your students have learning gaps. And so it's important that they're on the tablets and computers anyways. It's important that you make sure that they're on iReady doing 20 minutes of math, 20 minutes of reading. It's a very easy, fun, engaging learning program. Please help us do that. We have Chromebooks that we can give you until the end of the school year where you can help practice these skills at home. All right. NWA, we finished our report for winter. Fall to winter, we made some amazing growth. Our students and staff worked really hard together to show that they could grow from what they learned from the fall to the winter. Now, we want that growth to continue because we have one more assessment, which is in the spring, in May, and we want to continue to move forward. So this test was important, and we will continue to assess because it helps us understand where our students are at. Also, it's the report card to help us with the M-STEP that's coming up for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders that will be in late April, early May as well. All right, because lots of testing and assessing. I know it can get overwhelming, but we're here to walk through it and learn through it together. All right, upcoming events. February's been busy. We had some field trip. Henry Ford Museum was amazing. We had Donuts with Dads. We had What is Montessori Night, Parent University. So we're going to keep it moving. Our last event is game night. It is Tuesday, February 28th from 4 to 5:30. So we'll ask you to stay around a little bit so we can get the gym together. But join us for a night of fun. Families are expected to come with their students. You can re-enroll, okay, because that's going to be important because starting March 1st, other people from the other communities can re-enroll, and you could lose your spot if you have not re-enrolled yet. But we're going to have board games. We're going to have hands-on sports activities. There'll be music. Of course, we're going to feed you with pizza. There'll be a video game room. So we just want to come out and have a good time. See, MMA shows up and we know how to show out. And it's really important that we learn how to work together as a community. So if you want to come, there'll be a flyer that goes home tomorrow for school. Sign up so we can make sure we're prepared. And again, parents are expected to come with their students. All right, March is reading month. We'll have our book fair. We expect parents to come out to be reading guests, to come read to the students, as well as we'll have tons of different activities throughout the month of March. So more information to come for that. Calling all dads. Listen, with everything going on in our world, we want to really maximize how we can work with our fathers here, uncles, brothers, cousins, as it relates to dad figures. We're calling you to come out to monitor and patrol in the morning and the afternoon, support sports or activities, start a mentoring program. You can reach out to myself or coach if you're interested. Our first meeting is February the 27th, right after school, and we'll send a flyer as a reminder. But we need to have our dads involved, just like our mothers are involved. There's tons of things going on in our community. And we want to make sure that we're maximizing and really working together as a team to keep, one, our kids safe, and to make sure that our students are getting what they need. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening all the way to the end. I am excited as your school leader to continue to move forward. We value your feedback. You are important to us. Your students are important to us. My staff is important to me. We're in this together. So thank you for partnering with us as we learn and work together. We still have a good 90 some days to keep pushing. And so it's important that we continue to keep those lines of communication open. Thank you and have an amazing weekend. See you tomorrow. Again, the doors open at 7:45. Bye-bye.